Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Dangerous Predictions. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure you click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a new episode. I'd also like to tell you about a service called HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great service that allows you to purchase live phone calls from your favorite celebrities, so check them out. It's something you can buy for yourself or as a gift for somebody you know. So give it a try. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now let's get started. Today we're going to make some dangerous predictions over the next 12 months. Why do we call them dangerous? Because we believe that many of these forecasted events will probably make your life more difficult, more expensive, more uncertain, or dangerous. So here are the dangerous predictions. The first prediction involves gas prices. We forecast that gas prices will continue to increase dramatically over the next year or two. Some experts claim that the gas prices may hit or exceed $10 a gallon. There is already an area in California that is selling gas at $7 a gallon. And we see this trend continuing to increase. I believe that the current prices are already exorbitant. So if we go, for example, in this area, you can see gas now between $3 and $4 a gallon. Premium is about $4.50, and I think that is going to really hit the pocketbooks of poor and middle class people in a way that we haven't seen in many years. So prepare yourself for that hit to the wallet. The next thing we predict will be a dramatic increase in the number of power outages. We're already seeing these around the country. California is notorious for cycling through one power outage after another. Other states as well. This is why, a lot of people out west are starting to purchase solar panels because they think this will somehow mitigate the effects of power losses. But I don't think it will. I think what's going to happen is that the price of solar power will increase. And as we saw in Texas this past year, solar power is not really very dependable during severe storms. In fact, it's dangerous to rely on just solar power. So keep that in mind. We also predict that crime is going to continue to skyrocket in a lot of places. We're already seeing an 800% increase in the murder rate in Portland, Oregon. We're seeing dramatic, stunning increases in the murder rate in Washington, D.C., New York, Los Angeles, and other places throughout the country. What's really perplexing is the amount of crime that isn't being reported. Anecdotally, we're hearing from people all the time, who have been subject to crime, assault, burglary, attacks. And we wonder if a lot of these cities, a lot of these local and state governments are reporting these crimes because our sense is that is not the case, that what you're seeing in the statistics being reported is not the full and accurate number. So next, we believe that cryptocurrencies and some of the exchanges that allow you to buy and sell them will continue to have problems. I'm not going to name names, but a lot of the more popular online exchanges for both equities and stocks, as well as the purchase and sale of cryptos, are having a lot of problems. If you go on YouTube and you look at some of the testimonials people are putting on there about the problems they're having buying and selling cryptocurrencies on these exchanges, people are having, one of the largest exchanges, one of the largest trading platforms is freezing the account of people for 30, 60, 90 days. And the only feedback that the owners get about why they can't access their money is the platform claims that they're doing, a fraud investigation. Somehow that is their generic explanation for why you can't withdraw your money and why you can't deposit money. So, that is a huge problem. So keep that in mind whenever you put too much of your money into any of these trading platforms. Now, my recommendation would be to allocate your money amongst several platforms so that nobody can ever grab all your cash and then give you some stupid reason that makes no sense at all for your inability to access it. So we also predict that California and New York, Oregon and Washington State, and some of the other states with similar views and similar cultural beliefs will continue their economic collapse. Now, they'll pretend that things are getting better. They'll make some cosmetic changes. But in reality, the underlying problems are still there and they're getting worse. A lot of these states have received tremendous amount of bailout money from the feds, but that is just a temporary Band-Aid. That was done to conceal, and that was done to prevent a very cosmetic filing for bankruptcy. They don't want to be seen filing for bankruptcy because that would be political suicide for a lot of the politicians. So, strap yourself in if you live in those states or similar states, because your life, your quality of life is about to deteriorate much faster than anyone ever imagined possible. Next, we have a forecast about real estate. Real estate will continue to behave very schizophrenically. Homes in some areas are increasing in prices, and in others, they're starting to decline dramatically. We had some insanity with the price of lumber recently. It's skyrocketed, and now it's beginning to adjust. The question is, will builders lower their prices now that the price of lumber is going down, or will they just continue to maintain those high prices? We'll see. Next, we have the continuing and escalating trend of stores selling genetically modified food and fake meat. I'll be very honest with you. I have never met anybody who liked GMO food, who preferred fake meat, synthetic meat over real meat. I think the millions of dollars in money, in marketing money, that some of these companies are spending to push this nonsense is, I think it's going to be an uphill battle. I think anybody who is fairly well informed and who sees what's going on, I think is going to be very, very reluctant to adapt their their eating habits to fake meat. So keep that in mind. Be informed. Next, we predict that the chip shortages that are affecting the sales of cars and so many other items will continue to be problematic for a while. These chip shortages, whether they are real and actual or whether they are fake and being done for economic gain, the end result is the same. They're making it more difficult to sell some cars. They're making it more difficult to fill some supply lines. They're making it more difficult to get some products at the stores. And I'll tell you something else. If the political tensions with China continue to worsen, then a lot of our chips are manufactured in Taiwan. And if the Chinese wanted to, they could interfere with those manufacturing processes. But remember, the Chinese also use those same chipsets to sell their products in the United States. So if they tamper with those supply lines, they'll also be damaging themselves as well. Next, I believe that the barter community and the websites that offer barter services will continue to grow in popularity because people are really desperate out there. They're using anything at all they can at their disposal to save money, and bartering is growing in popularity every day. So with that, I want to thank you for watching and tell you that we're going to have more great celebrity interviews and more breaking news stories coming up in the future. So we encourage you to subscribe to our free channel, click on the notification bell, and this way you'll get notified every time we post a new story. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.